Hey Pianofoolers, Tim here, and first off I want to thank you for being part of the Core 4 program, which means that you've invested time and money into learning how to play piano, and you have trusted me as being one of those people who help you do that. So I want to thank you for that because I do not take that for granted, and I want you to know that. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is for that very reason. And I want to talk about two things. I want to share with you kind of the two whys behind Pianofool. The first why is why I started it. The real reason why I started Pianofool is because I was looking for something that I could create that made some extra money, provided a lot of value. It also had to be something that was scalable or could be delivered all over the world. I wanted something that was evergreen, meaning I didn't have to recreate the product all the time. It just kind of, if I created it once, it could, last forever. And also it kind of had to be hands-off. In other words, I didn't want it to take up too much of my time. And after trying lots of different things, I finally concluded that the last thing I knew of that may help me reach those goals was to share my story of how I went from failing piano 3 times to actually being able to play it very quickly. And you guys all know that story. So I put that information together. I created Program 1, provided value, and it could be sold all over the world and all those things. And the fact of the matter, it worked. It was kind of, I still remember the first sale. It was Thanksgiving 3 years ago, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and I got a beep on my phone that said, I looked at it, it was a message that said, new order for Program 1. I'm like, oh my gosh, that really works. I can't believe that. Somebody is now listening to me teach them piano, and they were in Ohio at the time. And I thought, wow, that was amazing. So that whole transaction that I was looking for, I figured it out. And that's kind of that first why. But then as I got more and more people signing up, and all the success stories and everything came rolling in, some of them very emotional because of how being able to play the piano had changed their life. My why started to kind of change. And in the last few years, Pianofool has become a pretty big success in the fact that there's thousands of students, more than 20 plus, 30 plus countries all over the world. And so this year, when I was sitting around at Christmas, I was thinking, what am I going to do next? I mean, now that my why has started changing, I was thinking, what am I going to do next with Pianofool? And it went from creating something, well, let me just back up. I started to think about how the why had changed from a transactional type of situation to wanting to create more of the experiences that I keep hearing about. Like, I'll give you some examples. Like, as I read back through the testimonials and the emails and the letters and the phone calls, and I thought about those things, I kept coming back to the experiences like Joe, who is now rocking out with his son Henry sitting at the piano, or Mary with her daughter Ashley laughing it up as they learn a few new chords together. I think about Irene, who for the first time is playing songs with her grandkids after school when they come home from work. Or Linda, who had sat in the pew all those years wanting to play in her praise band at church, now being asked to play on Sundays and doing it. And I mean, just how amazing that is. And Claire this year sending me an email about playing Christmas carols for the very first time at Christmas with their family, and saying how easy it seemed. Even though we've never even focused on Christmas carols and Pianofool, it's just the skills are the same. And maybe, or finally like Kip, who after 21 years of piano lessons finally was able to read or play piano without reading sheet music, and having all those years of piano lessons unleashed, the knowledge of those unleashed with him and within him because of that simple mind switch and being able to play, anything that he wants. So my why had really changed from a transactional why to helping create more of the experiences that people are having. And so I decided I needed to redo everything. I didn't need to change everything, but I need to redo it. And meaning, what that means is that what I'm going to do is a few things. One, I'm going to bring in others to help me. Teachers, piano not necessarily just piano teachers, but piano players, some piano teachers, to help me do things that, you know what, that they're better at than I am, or they know that I don't know, or they know things that I don't care about. It's not important to me in my piano playing, but it may be important to you. So I'm going to bring in others to help me to do things differently. I'm also going to upgrade how the content is delivered so that it's more consumable, easier logins, higher quality video, like high definition video, and all that will be updated. It's also going to be available on iPad, any type of tablets or smartphones. And to do all this, I need your help. This is the very beginning stages of this. I need you to help me understand what you want, different, better, more of, less of, any of those things to help create this piano program. Because I committed in that moment at Christmas to creating the greatest piano program ever made for people who want to sit down and experience the joy of playing the piano with both hands effortlessly, no sheet music, in a very, very short period of time, and having it sound awesome. So I need you to help me with that. So the first thing you can do is there should be a link below this video for a quick survey. Fill that out. If you don't want to do that, just leave a comment while it's on the top of your mind right now below this video, anything about this video, or what it is that you'd like to see different, better, more of, less of, or whatever it is, because I'm really in this to make it the greatest program really ever. And so I'm going to need your help in doing that. So that's it. I appreciate you sticking me with this video. It's totally unscripted. It's on the spur of the moment, and so I thank you for that. And I look forward to going on this journey with you. So go ahead, and if you want to email, do the survey, leave a comment, whatever it is, just go ahead and do it, and I really appreciate it. And as always, let me know what it is that I can do for you. Talk soon.